Hi everyone, it's Illy865 here, and I'm back with another comic book haul. It's been a very long time, I think almost 2 months from now, just about 2 months. And I said I'd taken a break a while back, but I just had a Comic-Con today, and a little bit of a backlog of books. So I just wanted to, I guess, show them off. Some of this stuff, actually, I'd been gotten almost 2 months ago, but a lot of it was recently from this Comic Con that was just locally. So good stuff. Actually, the my backdrop right now. These are actually two original pieces I'd recently gotten on eBay. Very happy to get them. Uh, One of them, the one on the left, is a Daredevil original page. It's actually an unpublished page that this artist Dean Kotz had done as part of his portfolio. Um, I think one of the things he's most known for is actually being the artist for Krampus, which is an Image series. But he did this very much so in the Frank Miller style, and I know I can't afford a Frank Miller page, so that was a great thing to pick up. And then the one on the right, I just recently had gotten this. It's made by Corey Nabel, and he's done a lot of the Zenoscope Comics stuff, but I like this specifically because it was a rescue. Pepper Potts with an Iron Man type suit. I actually like this one a lot, and I heard that he had given this one for a charity auction at one point, but it somehow showed up again on eBay, and I was able to grab it pretty quickly. So I'll just start off with my haul. These first few books I'd gotten actually at my local comic shop. I helped him kind of look through his books in his warehouse. So these are the books that I was able to come away with. I think he. What's funny is that I helped him do all this stuff. I still paid $10 for these books, but at the same time, I got a good deal out of them. First being a long shot number one. I've been wanting this book for a while. I know. First long shot, cool character. I remember, I think even having his figure when the Toy Biz line came out. So this is one that was popular because of the Comic Book Men show, Cryptozoic Man number one. Comic Book Men are right here actually with Kevin Smith. So this one was a good pickup. I didn't have it, and I'd been wanting to look at it because of that show. So nice one to get. X-Force 19, first copycat. I know that I think her name is Vanessa Carlyle, but first, I guess, appearance of a Deadpool love interest, and she's gonna end up in the actual Deadpool movie, so that's a nice speculative pickup. This one was a cool find. Let's see, Giant Size Creatures number one, first Tigra. This book I was pretty happy to pick up as part of this like $10 deal for all these books. He just had this lying around, and he was willing to give it to me. This one keeps on showing up in my lap, but it's another Sergeant Fury number 5. This is actually one of the better copies I have now, and to have this for basically like, I don't know, a little bit more than $1. Couldn't really complain with my third copy of it. And this, I think there were some other books that actually I was able to pick up then, but I can't figure out exactly what I got from that day. But I got this as well. So it's a Marvel graphic novel, Doctor Strange into Shambhala. This one, the significance is that I think it's speculated that a lot of the source material from the Doctor Strange movie is going to come from here. So this was definitely a book to pick up. You don't see graphic novels like this very often. I don't see this book very often other than on eBay, if at all. So happy to pick this one up, and looked like a cool read so far. The art was very interesting. see. Yeah, so all of that stuff was for $10, and I know that there was some other stuff mixed in, but I just can't remember. It was too long ago. Here's another book I actually got. This one was from a buy sell and trade place. I just found it randomly, but it's a New Mutants graphic novel, number 4, and this is the first appearance of the New Mutants. Significant being that there is gonna be a New Mutants movie speculated to be, I guess, started. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but this one's in pretty bad shape. But I think I remember paying only like $2 for it, so I just want to get it out of the way. I don't mind if I don't ever get a high grade copy of it, but good pickup. Yeah, I picked this up recently online just because I thought it was a cool book to get in preparation for the Ant-Man movie. Was Marvel feature number 4. It's I would say I would say it's one of the early title appearances of Ant-Man. I know that he shows up a lot in Tales to Astonish, but this is kind of his I guess reimagining. It's actually supposed to be Hank Pym here, and it also shows Peter Parker, so that was another cool thing. One of the things about this issue too is that the scale, I can't remember who drew this, but the scale is pretty great, showing how small he is relative to this foot and nail. So good pickup nonetheless. Another book I picked up on eBay more recently was the Marvel Super Special Magazine, number 16. This is the Empire Strikes Back issue that is actually, Star Wars 42, for example, is in this book, and it shows up even prior to the movie and prior to the Star Wars 42 book, where that is the first appearance of Boba Fett. So in a lot of ways, this is the first appearance of Boba Fett as well. I picked this up on eBay just to have it. I saw it on ETA Nick's one of his videos, and I wanted to really pick this up. It's a nice high grade copy, probably at least an 8.0. Good find. I don't think it's ever gonna pick up like truly in value because it's one of those obscure things, but at the same time, it's a good pickup nonetheless. This one I found on eBay. I thought I got a good deal on it. It's a Nick Fury number 1. Great Steranko cover, and this one's a pretty high grade actually. So I would say this one's at least an 8.0, and I paid no more than $40 for it. So to pick up such a high grade for that price, really could not complain there. So, and I'm actually going to start out with some of the let's see. Actually, there's some other books first. I am going to start out with this book, which I actually got in a trade with my local comic shop. It's a X-Men 101 CGC 8.0. I got this. What I traded were specifically an X-Men 60. That was in fairly good grade. I would say maybe around a 6.0 or so, and a Journey into Mystery 118, First Destroyer. That one was actually, it looked better than it was. It was, in my opinion, very faded, and I wasn't really happy with the look of that book, so I traded those two books and I got this. And I paid, actually, effectively, I paid around around $70 for those two books at one point. So I effectively got this for $70, so I was pretty happy to make that trade. I know those books probably were worth more at that point, but because I had a lot less money in it and I really wanted this first Phoenix, I thought it was a good trade. Let's see, and then these next two I got from a collector locally, and he just was having a sale. He went through Craigslist. I found out about him. He was a pretty cool guy. We talked a lot about some books. He's big time collector. I think he had like a good 6-year head start of me. He had tonnage, but he only showed a few books, and 2 of the books that I got were an Amazing Spider-Man 194 in PGX 6.0 grade. I was actually pretty happy to pick this one up. One of the main issues with it is that it's pretty dirty in the back, and I think that's why it got this low of a grade. But I think a pressing and a cleaning would actually bring this up a decent amount. I effectively picked this up for around a little bit more. I think $43.50 if you average everything together. So to get it already slabbed, and I never had a PGX slab before, so pretty happy to have one now. So I can do the comparison between CGC, CBCS, and PGX books. So I think that I did pretty well on that, just so that I could have this around, and it's a good issue, First Black Cat. So, and the other book I picked up that day, and I was pretty happy to finally just get this in a low grade or anything at all, which is a Daredevil #7. I think this is more in good condition at the most, but it is the first appearance of Daredevil's red suit, and this. I mean, it's a key book. I also paid I paid $87 for the 2 books. So to get those 2 books, $43.50. Couldn't really complain of this. Like, I mean, sub creases along here. But overall, I think the cover still looks fairly good. So at least I have this, and it does pair well with my Daredevil #1. So at least I have this now. See, the next few books I'm gonna go with are actually all books I got at the con today. Gone with my girlfriend. These, I mean, it was a fun day. They had the original Blue and Black Ranger there. They're Power Rangers, and the only problem is the prices for the actual signings and photo ops were like $30 to $40 each, and that's those are separate prices for both the signatures and for the photo op, so I just could not justify doing that. But I guess comics wise, I was pretty happy. I knew all the dealers, so talked shop with them for a little while and got some good deals. So the first one I picked up was a Raphael #1. This is one of the first printings. And this book is very difficult to bag and board. I still need to find a proper bag and board for him, but I'm okay with it right now. But I picked this up for $25. I honestly should have asked for a little bit of a price cut, but I'm pretty happy with I was happy with the price, because I know this has been jumping. It's the first appearance of Casey Jones as well, and I love Raphael. So to get this at all, now I don't have to think about it anymore. It's just done. I have it as part of my collection, so that was cool. Let's see, from another, these next 4 books I think came from the same stall. I bought them actually right away because I didn't really want to deal with them thinking about it too much. But let's see, these 2 books in particular, Superman Man of Steel #18 and 19, first full Doomsday here, and then this next issue is another Doomsday key. So I picked these up for $1 each. I knew the guys, and I'm honestly a little bit surprised that these weren't priced or anything yet, but they're just somebody else that was helping to sell books there was just like, oh, just give me $1 for each of them since they're not priced. And I jumped at it. This is an actual first print, so I'm happy about that. It's not in the best condition, but I think a lot of it can be fixed with the press. So $1 can't go wrong for each. And these ones I'd seen from a few of your videos. Not exactly sure who's put them, but I know that these are fairly important books for the Star Wars series. So this Star Wars 57, Battle on Bespin, and then This Star Wars 88, I've seen it because this whole new Dark Lord that might show up in the next movie. I actually don't know who she is, or but otherwise I know these books are fairly important right now, and to get them just for basically $3 and $4, could not complain there. Let's see these next few. Oh yeah, I picked these up from the same guy as well. This next few. Was happy to get these. Daredevil 183, first meeting between Daredevil and the Punisher. It says 15 there. I know I got it for a lot less than that. I think it was more like a $10 book. Happy at that price. I know it's been jumping. I probably, if I waited enough, I could get it for the same price, but this is like a nice, fairly high grade copy. So to get that was good. See, a New Mutants 86. I know I showed you guys, I had, I think, 2 copies of my New Mutants 87. First full cable. This is the first cameo cable. And I got it for fairly cheap. It was under $10, so to get this, I just got it out of the way. And what's actually one of these cool things is that, I can't remember who, again, it's been a while, I haven't been really paying attention to videos as much, but it does say right here, it's an homage cover. It says Liefeld McFarlane after Ditko. So this is one of those cover swipes of a Ditko cover. So that's another cool one. And this one's more in a low grade, but just to get out of the way, is a Marvel Premiere 88 first appearance of the Weird World. And this one, it was a reader copy. I honestly, because I was more interested in what Weird World was, just wanted to get a reader. There were a few other higher grade copies around the con, but honestly, like, I'm not too bent up, out of shape with these, so just getting these at all, pretty happy. And these next, there's a decent amount of books actually. This next one coming is all from one place. I'd gone to a comic shop in the area after that con, and oh, first of all, before that, we got this Fiona and Cake convention exclusive. My girlfriend really likes Adventure Time, so and Peng Peng Gaylord was actually there. She's done a lot of the art for some of the Adventure Time comics, and this one was the very limited convention exclusive. So we got this for $10. It was signed and everything. That was pretty cool. So I think that was a good deal. And now these next few are all from local comic shop. I actually got to go into their back room and kind of rummage a bit, and I paid pretty much around, it averaged a little less than $3 an issue. So I'll just go with these. This one is the Adventure Time #1 SDCC exclusive. This one's one of those Virgin covers as well. Adventure Time's been pretty cool, and it's cool that they made a specifically kid friendly version comic for I mean, but I honestly think that the masses can read it. So Pen Ward did this art. That was kind of cool because it's more just of a sketch. So cool to have that one. Avenging Spider-Man #9. It's a second print variant. I already have the first print, but I've been wanting to just get this out of the way because it is a sketch cover. So this one might have some play soon because of the Captain Marvel movie. See, Superboy #9, first full Tiger Shark. This one I'd seen in a lot of videos, and I know it's more hot because of the Suicide Squad movie. To get it for a few bucks, pretty happy to get it. See, this one is Uncanny X-Force #1. This is actually the premiere edition. Honestly, it's not in as good of grade, but this was actually that local comic shop's premiere edition that they got, and it has some water damage, so it could get pressed out, but this is actually their copy, so I thought it was cool to just have it. I have one of these already in nice condition, but it's cool to get a reader of Premier editions because you don't get these were one per stores and they were personalized to that store. So good thing to find in the wild. Let's see these next two. Marvel. Yes, it's Amazing Spider-Man 129 reprint. I never actually had a reprint of because I have the Amazing Spider-Man 129 book, but I have a hard time trying to get myself to read it. So now I have like a copy I can just read on the fly, and I don't need to really touch that official copy that I have now, so that's a cool one. And then this one is Avengers #1. It's a Marvel Milestone edition as well. I don't have an Avengers #1, unlike Jimmy C, which his is pretty awesome. But I don't think I'm gonna get one anytime soon. I see it pretty much climbing in price too much, and it's one of those blue chip books that doesn't really go down in value. So I'm happy just to have this to read. So good to pick that up. I know that a lot of you guys don't like reprints, but those are just readers to me. Fantastic Four 244. This is when Frankie Ray turns into Nova, or Galactus's herald at the time. So I just found this there. Pretty happy to get it. See this one. New X-Men 115. I'm finally happy to pick this up. This was the first appearance of Negasonic Teenage Warhead. She's showing up in the Deadpool movie. Definitely wanted to just get her first appearance to get out of the way. I'd been looking at these new X-Men books anyway, and I know that Grant Morrison run I've heard is really good. I've looked through some of the stuff. I know Phantom X comes from a few of these issues and everything, so good to finally have this one. Oh, I actually found 2 copies of this. Let's see, We Love Comics had a lot of these too, but it's Mighty Avengers 13. This is the first appearance of the characters that comprise the Secret Warriors, that team that's gonna show up in the Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series. I don't know if this one's as significant, just because it shows specific characters from that team right now. But I don't know if those are the characters that are going to actually comprise the TV show team. But this one's a cool one to have, and I found 2 copies, so I just got them. To get them for, like, on average, less than $3. Couldn't really complain. These ones as well, to line up with that, is Secret Invasion 3. Both the first print and the 3rd print variant. These ones I just wanted to get. I mean, they're the actual first appearance of the Secret Warriors. So to have these now, just save them for now. I like them, and the fact that Skye or Daisy Johnson is the actual leader of this team that's coming up. I think since it's leading on to the whole Inhumans movie, and pretty much mashing it all together, so I'm happy to get these books now. This one I was pretty happy to pick up, another copy of Uncanny X-Men 244, first appearance of Jubilee. I mean, you know she's gonna be in the X-Men Apocalypse movie. I would say in some way she's my favorite X-Men character, simply because she's what I remember the most from the first episode of the animated series. I mean, shows up pretty much right away when she's being chased by the Sentinels. So this is actually my lowest grade copy at this point. It's still a nice one, probably around 7.580. It says very fine plus here, and this was actually, somebody had bought this from a place in London. So props to, I have a book that actually went across the Atlantic at one point, so that's kind of cool too. But glad to get this for very cheap. Let's see, Uncanny X-Men 251. I just like the cover because it was Wolverine getting crucified for some reason, but I didn't have it in my collection, so I'm glad to have this now. This one I was just interested in because Amazing Spider-Man 566, and it says the Webhead Without Fear. So it's a Daredevil cover, and it's an Amazing Spider-Man issue, Kraven's First Hunt Part 2. It looks like it also could be a cover swipe for some of the poses that Spidey does. Can't remember off the top of my head which one this is. If anyone has the knowledge of that, please let me know in the comments. But this one was in really nice shape, and I was pretty happy to pick it up. So this one for a few bucks, happy to get. Low grade copy, but nonetheless, Avengers 54, the first cameo appearance of Ultron. Like, can't really go wrong with that. I mean, it's got all this chipping here, and the cover itself, colors wise, I think are there, but it's pretty dirty. But I mean, early Avengers books in general, this was a few bucks. Can't really go wrong with that. So this one I just kind of like the cover, because I've been liking these showcase covers for certain characters, and Avengers 367 is no exception. This is I mean, it's a Vision cover, and I've been grabbing like Scarlet Witch covers when I could, and Black Widow covers when I could. This one, I love Vision, so glad to have this, and I guess it's a continuing 30th anniversary of the Avengers as well. So another book, Wolverine number 8. Yeah, this is one of those cool covers where you have Wolverine and the Hulk hanging out with suits or tuxes on. So glad to have this one. Let's see, one more book, Daredevil Man Without Fear number 1. This was where a lot of the source material for the first season of Daredevil, the Netflix series, came from. And I didn't realize that a lot of this stuff was Frank Miller, John Romita Jr. That I'm not surprised that's why they got a lot of that source material from here, because I mean, it's fairly significant stuff, and you had high-end talent on this book. So glad to get this book out of the way. I just wanted to get more Daredevil keys when I could, and I don't know how much this one's going for now, but I got it for basically undercover price, so happy to pick that one up. And these next two I was pretty happy to pick up as well. See, Action Comics 521, the first appearance of Vixen. It's a nice book to get. It's not, I think, again, it's probably in maybe very fine minus shape, but it's a nice book to have. She's gonna have a TV show. I don't know if it was actually a cartoon or a live action, but it's a key nonetheless. And one more book is Legends number 3. I already had one, but first appearance of the new Suicide Squad. Like, I mean, Captain Boomerang's right here. I think there's Deadshot too. This book has been going up in value, and I think it's gonna climb even more as the Suicide Squad stuff gets more prominent, as gets closer to 2016. We'll see what we can do with this book, but happy to pick it up for a fairly cheap price again. So I mean, that's what I was able to pick up, a lot of it being from today. I'd taken a break all this time, but now back into it again. So hope you guys enjoyed this haul, and take care. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye.